What I'm about to say might hurt a little, but it might also save you years of confusion. You can love a man deeply, care for him, support him, give him everything, and still not be the woman he truly values. Let that sink in, because this is where so many women unknowingly lose themselves, not in lack of love, but in giving too much of it, the wrong way. Chapter 1: The Truth About Overgiving. There's a pattern that happens quietly. You start doing more for him. You help him. You fix things. You make his life easier. You become the one he can rely on for everything. And slowly, without realizing it, you stop being the woman he desires and start becoming the woman he depends on. And those are not the same, because a man can enjoy what you do for him without ever feeling deeply connected to who you are. He can appreciate the comfort, but never feel the pull, and that's the painful truth most women don't hear. Chapter 2: He doesn't fall for what you do. He falls for how you feel. Here's something powerful. A man doesn't fall in love with your effort. He falls in love with your energy. Not your perfection, but your presence. Not your help, but your heart. The moments that truly touch him are not when you solve his problems, but when he can feel something real from you. Your softness, your honesty, your vulnerability. When you say something like, "I felt a little hurt when that happened, because it made me feel like I didn't matter." That's real. That creates connection. That creates emotional impact. Because men don't bond through tasks. They bond through emotional experience. Chapter 3: Peace is more attractive than perfection. A lot of women think they need to be everything to be chosen. Perfect, easygoing, always available, always understanding. But what actually attracts a man long-term is not performance. It's peace. A calm, grounded woman who is comfortable in her own energy is far more powerful than someone constantly trying to prove her worth. Because peace feels rare, peace feels safe, and most importantly, peace feels expensive, while trying too hard feels like pressure. Chapter 4: When you learn to receive, everything changes. This might be hard to hear, but it's important. When you are always the one giving, you remove his chance to show up. And when a man doesn't feel needed, he slowly disconnects. Not because he doesn't like you, but because there's no space left for him to invest. Healthy attraction has a natural balance. He gives, you receive. And when you receive with appreciation, he wants to give even more. But when you do everything, he simply gets used to it. Chapter 5: Appreciation creates attachment. There's a big difference between doing things for a man and making him feel valued. Most women think, if I make his life easier, he'll love me more. But that's not how emotional bonding works. A man feels connected when he feels appreciated, when he feels like what he does matters to you. Something as simple as saying, "I really loved that you did that for me. It made me feel special." It can create more attraction than doing 10 things for him silently, because appreciation touches his identity. Chapter 6: Stop overfunctioning in love. This is where it gets real. If you are always available, always understanding, always fixing, always adjusting, you may slowly train him to take you for granted. Not intentionally, but naturally. Because when something is always there, it stops feeling special. You don't need to become cold, but you do need to stop overextending yourself to earn love. Because love should meet you halfway, not drain you completely. Chapter 7: Comfort is not the same as desire. Here's something many women confuse. Comfort is not attraction. Just because he's used to you doesn't mean he's deeply drawn to you. True attraction needs space, tension, mystery, emotional depth. If you make everything too easy, You remove the spark that creates pursuit. And without pursuit, connection becomes routine. Chapter 8. Your standards define your value. At the end of the day, this isn't about him, it's about you. Because everything in your love life, quietly, consistently, comes down to one thing: your standards. Not the words you say, not the promises you hear, not the potential you see, but what you allow to continue. Because every time you accept less, every time you stay silent when something doesn't feel right, every time you give more, hoping he'll finally give back, you're not just loving him, you're teaching him how to treat you, how to value you, how little is enough to keep you. And the hardest truth, if you keep accepting the bare minimum, that bare minimum becomes your reality. He doesn't suddenly wake up and become better, because from his perspective, he doesn't have to. You're still there, still giving, still hoping. But the moment you shift that energy, the moment you stop abandoning yourself just to keep someone else, the moment you choose your peace over temporary attention, everything changes. Not slowly, not eventually, immediately. Because now, you're no longer coming from a place of lack. You're coming from a place of self-worth. And that energy, it's different, it's powerful, it's rare. It's felt without you saying a word. And here's where it gets beautiful. The right man, the emotionally healthy man, he's not looking for a woman he can just access anytime. He's looking for a woman who inspires him to step up, to grow, to show up, to become more. Because a high-value woman doesn't chase effort, she attracts it. And a real man, he doesn't run from standards. He rises to meet them. So here's the truth, the one most people will never say out loud. A man doesn't deeply value you because of how much you gave him. Not your effort, not your sacrifices, not how much you tried to be everything for him. He values you because of how he feels when he's with you, and how much he had to rise to truly have you. Let that sink in, because you were never meant to prove your worth to someone. You were meant to be seen, chosen, and valued for who you already are. And the moment you truly understand that, everything shifts. You stop overgiving, you stop overthinking, you stop chasing something that keeps running away, and instead, you start attracting what actually aligns with you. The kind of love that feels calm, real, and effortless. So if this spoke to something inside you, don't ignore it. Make sure you subscribe, because the next video might be exactly what you need to hear next. And remember, the right man won't need you to overgive. He won't need to be convinced. He won't need to be chased. He'll simply meet you right where you stand.